It's not buh.
It's Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. Wait, what?
Yeah. Just say bruh at the end. Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. Oh.
Yeah, that's literally how it's pronounced. I'm not fucking with you. That's how it's pronounced. Edinburgh.
All right, I'm
Just
back.
just say
I'm back
just
live.
say okay.
Edinburgh.
Just say Eden and just add bro at the end of it. Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
It's just how it's pronounced. Not even a joke. I'm not fucking with you.
I don't think you're fucking with me.
Not
Edinburgh.
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 I don't know why it's spelled that though. It's a bit weird to me. I don't know why it's spelled Edinburghish or Edinburgh.
It is spelled like Edinburgh or Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. No, that's a ton.
It might be one of those Gaelic things.
I don't think it is.
It's not. Oh, it's not?
Weirdly enough, I don't think it is because the Gaelic spelling of things is like ridiculous.
Oh, you're right.
I mean, that's a generally guess because I think the Gaelic spelling of things is like not far off the Welsh. Like those spellings is just absolutely abhorrent.
Yeah, you guys got special characters too. You guys got like the O that's like slightly off and stuff.
But you say you guys, I don't know a single fucking school in Scotland that teaches Gaelic. I've seen like when I was in school, obviously we had our exams and that, and you could look up the big exam timetable for all the schools in Scotland, and then you seen like I don't know if it is in the US, but we have like our kind of like higher standard grade is called National 5, and then we have our highers and then advanced higher grades. You got like your National 5 and your highers in Gaelic. It's like, what school teaches Gaelic? I have not seen a single one that teaches it. Maybe like up north in some middle middle of forest somewhere teaches it, but I genuinely no clue.
I would sign up. I'm just saying.
I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. Language is like shit.
What?
Sounds like shit.
You're such an asshole. It sounds like shit.
I don't know how to say it. It's from my. I'm from the.
Oh my god.
I'm kind of from the country that speak. We don't even speak it. We don't even speak it. We don't even fucking speak it, mate.
I mean,
Edinburgh doesn't speak it. Glasgow doesn't. Dundee was from a Scumdee. Aberdeen. Well, Dundee is a massive shithole, and that's a. I don't know if it's a town or a city. I generally don't know. I've not been there before. But everyone I know just calls it Scumdee, so Scumdee. And, you know, as like a scumbag, you know, Scumdee. Aberdeen, Dundee, Scumdee, Edinburgh, and Glasgow are like major kind of four cities in Glasgow. Kind of no, it's Carlisle. No, Carlisle. None of them speak it. It's like literally like if you go like far up North Scotland, go further north and then go further north, and then maybe go further north and they might speak
the top of Scotland.
the tip of like it gets to the point. I learned this recently from like this is like mega off topic, but I learned this recently from like the Star Wars universe. See the city planet they show in the films, the Coruscant, some shit. Yeah, apparently like that is just the top layer. It goes down like thousands of like levels or I don't know floors or what the fuck down the way. And apparently, like near the bottom, like near the planet's core, they're all like inbred lobotomites. Like they're all like inbred monsters.
Oh
it's
Jesus!
Like, that's the cunts who speak Gaelic.
Those are the people who speak Gaelic.
Yeah, they're all inbred monsters that live at the very top of Scotland that are like cut off from society.
Oh man, that's messed up. That's messed up.
Everyone hates the heroin addicts. No. The heroin addicts are like actually semi-functional because they provide some sort of like entertainment society. The Gaelics need to be kept like top of the fucking country, man. They need to be kept away up. They need to be kept locked away, put in a cell, and just kept it with a weird fucking language. The thing is, no one kind of remembers the Welsh, apart from yesterday when they lost horrifically in the World Cup. No one remembers the Welsh because no one really kind of fucking cares, except from their
dragon flag thing. Yeah. Dragon flag country.
Dragon flag and their ridiculously it's been a theory of mine for a while. I think the reason a lot of their towns are like 72 syllables long is because, in terms of like their names,
Mm.
is to try and keep themselves relevant because they aren't. The only
They
relevancy
are.
that
That's
will,
so mean.
bro, the only relevancy they have is the fact that Hereford is there, as in the headquarters of the SES, and RAF Valley is there, where they train all the British fighter pilots.
Mm.
That's the entire relevancy Wales has, apart from the funny flag, or the Game of Thrones flag, or the fucking what the fuck you want to call it flag. That's all they have. They have Hereford because that's actually a map, and Rainbow Six because one is actually the headquarters of the SES, and two RAF Valley, which is a a relatively small RAF or Royal Force base on an island off the coast of Wales, which terrorizes the citizens near that kind of area because all you have is just typhoons, used to be tornadoes, but mostly typhoons, sometimes F-35s and that, flying overhead 24 fucking 7, just terrorizing the folk that live there. I think
Hmm.
that's hilarious.
That's funny. That's
But,
where I live. Because
but then
there's an
again,
air base right next to me.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, yeah.
But the US planes are cool, though. The F-18 is based.
Is
I
it?
want it. The F-18 is based, man. Have you heard the blue note? The blue note it makes.
No.
It looks like so. Okay, so
They fly
see,
low altitude over here. They can't go high because there's also like an airport. So.
That's fair. No, I meant like no, because the F-18s make that blue note. Okay. To be fair, they need to be traveling post Sonic though, or well, I think it's subsonic they be traveling. I'm not sure if it's post Sonic. It should. I'm retarded. I should know this. I'm a fucking mechanical aerospace engineer. I should know this shit. But I don't know if the noise they make is due to them being subsonic or due to them being postsonic or just past Mach 1. I'm not too sure. But they make some like absolutely ridiculous noise. And it's cool as fuck.
like
But
loud
also
screeching?
not really no. It's more of a I'm not gonna try and imitate the noise, but it's let's just I'm sure just search up like F-18 blue note, like blue, the color blue, and then just note as an NOTE. It should come up. I've seen it multiple times, but it's kind of on the same vein as the A10 in terms of its not the but the noise when it obviously the Doppler effect when it passes the turbines, the noise the turbines make when it passes you, that kind of screeching noise it makes.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of it's on the same vein as that in terms of the Doppler effect, but the F-18 is so weirdly unique. It's a bit like it's not in terms of like how it sounds. In terms of its, uniqueness, it's a bit like the Vulcan. You ever heard the Vulcan?
I have not heard the Vulcan.
Have you not heard the Vulcan howl?
No.
Holy fuck, man! You need to hear this thing. It's actually terrifying. It's the one plane I've heard in person. I've actually like kind of went, what the fuck was that? When I've heard it coming. It's not like because see like the A10, it passes you the noise kind of like it's done and dusted like that. The Vulcan's howl is continuous.
Mm.
It just keeps going. I'll put it in the I'll see if I can find one first.
Is that subsonic?
No, it's a bomber. It's a British
Oh
bomber.
shit. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Makes
It's
sense to me, mate.
it's fucking terrifying. Man. Wait a minute. I'll go with some mute. Alright, okay, I found it. I'm gonna put this in the chatter box. Jump to 35 se- Are you okay, I can't okay, for some reason I can't paste links into Discord for some reason. I don't know why. It's not allowing me to like paste it in with the mouse. But yeah, jump to if you can. I put it in the chatter box. Jump to 35 seconds. Holy fuck! It's actually terrifying. See, the video doesn't do it justice. When you hear it IRL, it's fucking terrifying.
Okay, hold on, give me a second.
I was gonna say, I'm assuming you're in the game.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
We're almost done though.
It's a scary, scary plane. It was used in the Falklands War. It's basically a. How can I put it? I don't think there's a plane like it. It's basically, I think it could carry the same load as the B-29, but
That's
it's
huge. That's fucking huge.
Yeah, but it's a twin jet-powered delta-winged aircraft. You must have seen it.
The way yeah, it sounds familiar the way you said it.
It's huge as well. It's fucking mad. It was obviously just decommissioned like the 80s and shit. But maybe in the night. I'm not too sure. Maybe in the 90s actually. But it's a huge plane. But the way it sounds is fucking terrifying. It just screams at it. It's obviously like the A10. It has like it's kind of silent when it comes up towards you, until you hear obviously, unless you hear the gun, the burp. But when it passes you, it makes that that weird turbine noise it makes. This thing screams at you when it's coming towards you. It's fucking terrifying, man. It's such a scary plane. It's like the British version of the Stuka.
I wonder if they did it on purpose.
I actually don't know. I don't think so. The way the engines are designed, I don't think so. I think they're designed to, at the time, they're designed to maximize. Well, I'm gonna say this like it's fucking like like a new invention, but the engines at the time were designed to maximize airflow with the use of maximizing power out of the engines. Of course, like it's the fucking obvious. But I think the way I'm not so sure, but I think the way they were designed, the way that the fuselage curved, or sort of the engines curved around the fuselage, it made this weird echo within the intake chambers. It made this weird noise, and obviously the turbine spinning, it would push the noise out the way. And obviously, this thing couldn't reach Mach 1. This thing couldn't reach 724 miles an hour, what the hell it was. It couldn't reach Mach 1. It couldn't reach Mach 1. So
okay.
it would spit the noise in front of the plane. I think that's how it worked. I could be completely wrong.
No, that sounds right to me.
But I think that's how it worked, or not how it worked. I think that's what was creating the noise, and it's it's a scary fucking plane. But yeah, it just screams. I wouldn't say it screams, but it makes a noise.
A little banshee call.
I wouldn't. I don't want to say anything else or change subject until you've seen it, because it's a fucking cool sound. Well, what's your game's finished?
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck you're doing, having sex. What the fuck? I don't know. You could be doing anything over there. I wouldn't know.
Jerking off on stream, but no one could see.
Real. I did that in my. I'm not going to admit to that actually.
Oh,
I know
yeah?
exactly.
You're not gonna admit to it on stream?
So fuck it, might as well. I was in I think my second year at uni, business class. Yeah. Second year, I had to do a business class in engineering. It was as terrible as you think it was, because I like maths and obviously physics and shit, computing and that. Business, I do not give a fuck about. So we're sitting there learning about like I'm not joking, like e-commerce and all that. Like, oh yes, let me scam every cunt I know. yeah, like that kind of like business. I was like, all right, cool.
Mm.
And then and usually because at this point it was still online because no, actually no, we were back in uni this time, but I think it was like mid to late 2021. But uh, this class we didn't need to be in person, so it was still online. So like, all right, okay, cool. Because the uni was trying to practice like staying online as much as possible, unless it physically wasn't. Well, not physically wasn't possible, unless it wasn't, it, teaching material. It would recommend you being in person, sort of thing. So we're sitting doing that, and I was a good wee like the first kind of like 2 years. I was a good wee two shoes. I was sitting at my PC with all my notes and that, and write everything down. Like yes, yes, professor, yes, I understand. Oh, that yes, let me kick up, that kind of thing. And then and like I half the thought my class was still in bed and shit, and they just put the Zoom on or the web or the Microsoft Teams. I think we use different systems. We use the uni's own kind of like Microsoft Teams type thing. That failed drastically because it was just a shit service because it was just brought in out of nowhere. So we used Zoom Microsoft Teams for a while, but we ended up so you see, I got to this whole business thing, and there's going to be going to be two shoes up to this point, and they got to the point, I think it was like the third or fourth business class. I'm like, yeah, this shit is just beyond boring and easy. So what I'm gonna do is have a wank.
Quick wink.
Quick wank. Had a wee spunk. Like
This must be the longest Vulcan XH55 how.
Skip this 35 seconds.
Oh my god. Bro, that sounded like an alien spacecraft, bro. Ain't no way.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
Fucking terrifying.
That sounded like a literal like alien spacecraft.
Yeah, I've heard that thing in person, and I shit myself when I heard it. Like no joke, because I was at an air show down in I think it was Milton Keynes in England, and I was there with the ATC, or the Air Training Corps, or the RAF cadets, and there's a bunch of shit going on. I think at this time they were showing off the newer version of the F-35 and all that. And then we heard we heard two Spitfires going by because you could hear you could hear the Merlin engines before they came. It's one of those ones like, oh fuck, they sound sick because you see all the war movies like, oh that sounds sick. Going by, like, oh that's bass. Now you know where you hear the
Fucking
holy
aliens.
fuck.
Like,
Holy fuck, what was that? Yeah. What the fuck was that? And you, in the distance, you see, because where we were, it was near enough parallel, and you just saw this little like kind of like strip of like I don't know paper near enough, and then you saw this thing turn, and it's just this big kind of like I don't know arrow. It looked like a big arrow at the time.
yeah, it
And
does.
it made that noise. I'm like, what the fuck is that thing? And and obviously we were told that it was the Vulcan. We're like, oh, that's the Vulcan.
Yeah, that
Why does
it's.
why does it make the funny noise?
Yeah, that's wow. That because it looks. I mean, it looks pretty cool, but that noise, bro, that's
terrifying.
it's terrifying. Yeah. That's an alien, bro. God damn.
Yeah, that thing was using the Vulcans. That's right. That thing was using the Falklands. That's a scary fucking plane.
Yeah, that's a scary plane. I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of that.
Obviously, we don't know because it's not exactly covered in most Western media. But because everyone knows how scary the Stuka was. That fucking thing that dive bombed out of nowhere and the little. They put
the Stuka. Yeah.
They put the propellers on the wings to create that noise because they came out of like some sort of generator they had on the wings. This is like the Argentinian version of the fucking Stuka. The that that godforsaken thing is like the Argentinian version.
Yeah, that thing is insane, man.
That's fucking sick.
And it look. I don't know. Delta wings
It looks
aren't
hard,
Delta wings old?
sir.
Aren't Delta wings like old?
Yeah, the old wings. See the Big 21.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a Delta wing.
That's a beautiful plane too.
It is. It is a beautiful. To be fair, the only thing I don't like about it is obviously the fucking nose that design at the time. But then again, the MiG 23 fixed it. So
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, they did. I like how they made a. What was it again? Was it the MiG 24? Maybe I don't know. No, couldn't be. It was like the MiG 23L or some shit. But they called it the Crocodile because they had to try and because I think the Soviet military wanted a because the previous MiG 23, which was fucking beautiful, was I think it had a 23 mm cannon, but or I think it was very smaller. But they wanted the new MiG 23 to have a 30 mm cannon, which would technically in theory and in testing and practice, it was better than the US's Gal Avenger.
Really?
That was yeah, it was like a lot better. Had a faster fire rate, higher bullet velocity, longer range, fucking everything. Had a and had a I think it, in theory would hold a higher mag capacity or a higher bullet capacity in the plane. I think it was the GSH 18 or 19. Not too sure on designation, but it was used in one of the MiG-23s. And the reason why it failed was because the A10 was built around the Gal Avenger. So the plane was built to withstand the gun, which was that fucking gun that still exists in service.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas the gun, was the Soviets, the gun was built around the
Around the
plane.
plane.
So they had to completely redesign the nose, which actually was better for the pilots because they had a better view because the MiG-23 normally had a cone-shaped nose, so they had a limited field of view. Whereas the new one had a sort of, you know how a crocodile's face looks?
Mm-hmm.
It kind of comes down and it kind of rectangles out a little bit. Imagine that, but thinner and on the MiG-23. So they had a much better field of view. It was just to fit the gun because it had to fit the radar somewhere else. However, the gun kept tearing the plane apart because
Yeah, okay. I've heard of this story. Yeah. I've heard of this story.
the recline was so bad that the plane suffered. Oh, the planes, because it had multiple occasions, kept suffering failures, as in hydraulic failures, electrical failures, canopy failures, landing gear failures, constantly because of the recoil of this fucking thing.
Yeah, I've heard this story. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. The GSH 18, no, it was maybe a better gun than the Gal, but the Gal could actually be fucking used for the A10.
Because the plane was better.
Oh yeah, because they designed it around the plane was around on the fucking gun, and not the opposite way around. Oh yeah, you could use that design philosophy in the early 19 and the early 19th, the early 20th century. You could use that design philosophy because a lot of the guns were nowhere near powerful enough to produce that amount of power or that amount of like recoil. But when you get into the Cold War, late into the Cold War, you can't fucking do that. But then again, the Soviets did rush a lot of things and just didn't have any sort of like
they were trying to get things out.
yeah, they rushed everything to the point where it's like, yeah, look at the TU, was it the Tupolev, was it the 20, Tupolev 21, 24, 22, Tupolev 22, I think it was. Yeah, like out of like the 23, the the 23 prototypes they made, 22 of them crashed, and the pilots died. Yeah. What a terrible plane.
What a fucking piece of shit plane.
Well, yeah, apparently the main issue was the fact that it was one unstable as fuck in the air, like because the engines were mounted on the rear wing.
Wait, what?
Oh, okay. So imagine, imagine a 747, right?
Yeah.
The engines aren't on the primary wings, no.
Yeah.
The engines are on the rear, the twin rear wings, the supporting wings, but on top and connected to the fucking tail.
Oh
That
no.
was the Tupolev 22. It was quick. It was fast. Its whole design brief was it must be able to um not outmaneuver, but out intercept Western interceptors like the F6 Lightning and that, which it didn't because the F6 Lightning was a fucking rocket. Um, and the things like I don't know, was it the F4 or some shit? But and the Mirage 2000, the 2000A and 2000B. But apart from it did that well, quite well because it was insanely quick, kind of. Not except the F6 Lightning that and the kind of the Mirage that kept up with it, but or actually the Mirage, I think the Mirage could catch it actually. But apart from that, the thing was unflyable. Like it crashed constantly because of the weight of the engine in the rear. The rest of the craft was unfucking seeable because the way the cockpit was designed, the pilots couldn't see what the fuck they were doing
Oh my god.
because of the way I'm genuinely just if you want to anyone information, look it up. Like the pilots couldn't see what they were doing. Like it was it was near from like I've seen photos of interior of the cockpit. And I'm like, what the actual fuck? You can't see anything. You just see the sky. How are you supposed to land this thing? But
You don't. you, you
yeah,
pray to
yeah,
God.
yeah, yeah. You fly into the ground at Mach 1. That's what you do. But there's that. What what's even funnier is that you know what its nickname was.
Hmm.
Sorry, its most famous nickname, the Booze Cruise Caravan.
Booze cruise. Oh god.
The air conditioning vent was made of 60%, I think, industrial liquid and 40% is just distilled corn, which
Oh.
make which makes sorry, no, I think it might be the other way around. But that combination makes vodka. 40% vodka to be exact. The air
High
conditioning unit had
high
to be
speed
drained.
vodka.
Yeah, the air conditioning unit had to be drained every flight and refilled with with different liquid, or sorry, the same combination, so the same like chemical formula liquid, but different. So the old liquid would be drained out, and new one. It's like oil.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
drain out the oil, new oil gets put back in. Same principle. However, the pilots, the ground crew, the techs, everyone would bring a flask with them, and they would fill their flask with the vodka that was fucking drained out of the plane.
High atmospheric vodka. Oh my
And
god.
and apparently the alcoholism was so bad in the Tu-22 squadron units that it was banned from the the it was put under investigation because there was divorces, there was family issues, there was depression, all that sort of shit. But then because like the ground crew and the pilots all became massive alcoholics because they just drank this shit religiously because everything went up for a testing flight, training flight, mission flight. They all came back, drained it, drank it, and got fucking shit faced for like a week straight.
Jesus.
Yeah. The Soviet Air Command put a investigation for it, and this is rumored. It's not proven to be true, but it's rumored that one of the auditors who jumped in at Tu-22 to smell the cockpit because apparently the cockpit would obviously stink of alcohol. It would stink of vodka, right? So apparently during I'm not sure if it was oh no, that was it. It was because sorry, no, I remember now. It's because they had to use vodka because the gas that was produced to cool down because otherwise without the air conditioning the pilot would become the pilot would cook. He would cook in the plane
Yeah.
because it was so hot. So they used the vodka to cool down the pilot. The only reason they used the vodka because it wouldn't produce poisonous gas. And I think it was the fact. I think it was that they put I think some ground crewman for one of the audits put in a napkin and they stuck it in like one of the air filters for the for the vents for the air conditioning unit. It was some sort of like horrific like odd. Again, I could be wrong. I probably am wrong, but it was some sort of odor or odorless thing they put in the cockpit in the air filter for the filtration unit that either instantly put the auditor off thinking it was disgusting, or to convince the auditor that it was safe to fly. But ever since then, and I'm not sure if it is today, but ever since that audit, vodka has always been used as an air conditioning unit in Soviet fighters, bombers, and attack planes.
Jesus.
Because of that. I think that's hilarious. Like, for me, I think that's fucking hilarious.
Classic Russians, man.
Mate, I love them. Fucking hilarious.
I can't fucking love it.
Apart from the obvious recent, activities. But apart from that, the Soviets were hilarious with their design philosophies. It was like, does it sort of work? No. Put it into full production. It's like what the fuck?
We'll greenlit this.
This is new product. New product we put into manufacturing. Yes. Okay, so where is prototype? Prototype died with 3 other attempts. All 3 pilots, all 3 or whatever. All died in the attempt. I'm going Indian now. What the fuck?
Yeah.
All that. I can't remember.
I understand what you're saying though. It's okay.
Yeah.
I get the joke.
All died in the. Oh, died Indian. What? I keep going Indian. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I need to go out. I need to get out of the UK, man.
Yeah, bro. You gotta work on those accents.
I need to actually. You know what? I'm going to learn the Russian accent just very quickly. Nikolai. There you go. Nikolai.
Nah, suka yet.
I don't want a Vice introduction.
Oh, you're actually looking up how to do Russian accent.
Fucking hell, no, it's English. The English way to put. Nikolai, where is vodka? I need to try and get like a sort of a basis on it. So Nikolai, where is vodka? So that's kind of Russian, is it? I like my bacon crisp. But even funnier is I get my Russian accent from like Call of Duty Zombies, like Nikolai from that. That's where I get it from. That's it's probably not even my Russian accent. It's also like American as well. Yes. Prototype died 6 days ago. Pilot, 6 of them died. We will put. We think this is best option for mass production. And the Soviet Air Command will be like, yes, green light project. We will put the MiG-9 into full production, despite the fact that it cannot mount any of the fucking guns on the fucking plane. Mate, I didn't realize how bad the MiG-9 was. Like, I thought it was funny because War Thunder had like 3 massive guns on it. I mean, that thing was fucking sick. But IRL, it was like actually not functioning. It couldn't be used.
I mean,
because whenever. Sure?
Really? Like, not like at all?
I don't think so. No, I think whenever it fired, the plane fucking stalled itself.
Like every time?
I don't know.
You know what? Yeah, I think
I
you're
don't
right.
think so. Well, the MiG-9 had like a 37 mm. No, that was it. That was it. It was the fact that whenever the thing fired, the plane stalled
Mm.
because the guns were mounted. Because one of the main guns was mounted right in front of the intake, and it kept sucking in the hot gas from the gun, so it shut off the engine, and the thing just fucking stalled. I think this happened every time. Because I think there's some like famous air show in like the 60s and shit. Maybe that's not. I think it was the late 50s, and a bunch of people that represent the UN and NATO and whatever the fuck went there, and they noticed the MiG-9s. These bunch of fires went by, but apparently on that air show, the MiG-9s are mounted with brooms because they couldn't fit the guns. Because one, they couldn't fit them at the time of the air show, and two, after the air show for actual testing, the guns kept sucking in the fucking, the hot gas. The engine kept shutting off. So everyone says yes, technically the MiG-9 is the first ever Soviet fighter. It wasn't. It was the fucking Yak-10, whatever the hell it was. Because the Yak-10 actually fucking worked.
Yeah, it didn't work. That's
Because
awesome.
because I think the Yak-10 had its guns on either side of the fuselage, and the intake was in the front, and the engines were in the back, a bit like the MiG-9, but the MiG-9's gun was directly in the center above the fuselage, like as in like pilot sitting directly in front of them. The gun was like an extended penis in themselves, basically. Whenever that thing fired, it just kept sucking the hot gas, and engine would pop. But with the fucking Yak-10, I think the gun was mounted directly in the center, which, due to the laws of aerodynamics, which I'm not going to get into, would push the hot gas out and suck in cold air, so therefore the thing actually fucking worked. But the thing is, the Yak-10 was actually supposed to debut the same time as the MiG-9. Or the first Yak Jetfire, I forget what it's called. The first Yak Jetfire was supposed to debut. You can tell what's more famous by what I can fucking remember, which is
Yeah,
the
I mean,
MiG.
yeah.
Yeah, you can tell what's more famous. Despite the fact that the actual Yak was the first one that actually fucking worked. The MiG one, just was just fucking shit in general. Because Migalev was the one. Was it Migalev? Was it Migalek or Migalev? I know it's Yakovlev for the Yak, but I don't know if it's Migokai. I don't fucking care. But yeah, technically the Yak was the first one to actually, you know, fucking work. Basically, that was just what I'm getting at. Not just stall in the air and just kill it fucking test pilots. But yeah, fun times. I cannot wait to join Lockheed Martin to develop the next war weapon.
Mm.
Mate, I've been sending those shit posts to everyone I know.
I love
Everyone,
Raytheon. What?
oh,
What?
Leith. Which company did you say? Because I think I recognize it.
Raytheon?
Raytheon. What's that? What do they do again?
They
I
make
recognize the
radars.
name. Gay.
They do more than radars, but they make radars.
That's a main sort of like Lockheed Martin's main thing is like, oh yeah, we made the F-22. Yeah, we made it. We assassinate every like aerospace and mechanical engineer who worked on that fucking project. Like, just to stop them from telling people like what the plane fucking made of. Because I know the F-22 is classified in every country apart from the US. There's some weird like deal the US government made with Lockheed Martin. Because I've been sending shit posts. I've got it somewhere. I've got it somewhere. You know the. Have you seen the chap, the black chap that turns up in the wee hat and he goes, "Would you take my hand? Would you take a swole fellow's hand?" And he looks like it's like real. Like the guy's got some filter on, but
Yeah.
he looks like he's animated. He
Yeah.
goes, "Oh, you're ready? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that, yeah, yeah." It was like, so it was like, "Oh, like you're an engineering student that's just graduated either aerospace mechanical, or I think it was aeronautical engineering. That will you take my hand? Will you take a swole fellow's hand? And then it's just, or sorry, you're off the job as a graduate engineer from either aerospace, mechanical, nautical, and it says, and it was, "Are you ready?" And it just says fucking Lockheed Martin on it. I was like, yes. And he's like, yes, all my moral fucking obligations go out the fucking window
Oh,
the
hell
minute I
yeah.
get a job offer from Lockheed Martin. It's like, yes, I'm going to design a bomb that's going to bomb your fucking shack in like 10 years. It's like, yes, and I will be getting paid 300
Mass
grand a year
civilian
for it.
casualties.
Oh, yes. I will be getting paid 300k for it. You fucking mud hut welder. I don't give a shit. It's a yes. Why do they guys suffer like 6 years in engineering school for this shit? Like the fuck?
That's funny. That's just funny right there. That's just funny.
You sure not, is it? People die. And I think it's funny though. So
I'm the schizo.
I mean, for me, realistically, it'd probably be BAE Systems, which is like the British version of Lockheed Martin, because they make the, the Hawks and all that for the UK government.
I mean, you make shit for us too, I think.
I think we do as well. Yeah, I'm not so sure that will be makes, but give me a minute.
Because I swear I've heard them before.
Does BAE Systems make for the US government?
Because, you know,
Oh, thank you. Thank you, BAE Systems, for just. I like your BAE Systems. It's just non-transparent. Let's just go. Yeah, we design, manufacture, and upgrade, support combat vehicles, and provide ammunition, precision munitions, artillery systems, and missile launchers for a global customer base. Also known as the
oh,
US. Ah, because I know BAE Systems is making the next generation British fighter. It's called the Tempest, by the way.
oh, bringing it back,
Because
bringing it back.
yeah, like the Gen 4 fighter, the Typhoon brought, the old like 1942 Typhoon, the Euro Typhoon. They're bringing back the Gen 5 Tempest, which I think is fucking base.
Oh,
So that plane is base, to be honest. Let's be fair. Oh wow, they made 20 billion last year. That's nice. Does Lockheed Martin own BAE? In 2001, Lockheed Martin sold Lockheed Martin Control Systems to BAE Systems on 20th November 2000. Lockheed completed the sale of its aerospace electronic systems business to BAE Systems for $1.67 billion to. Okay, so BAE owns part of Lockheed Martin. Check.
hmm,
UK's got in the world, isn't
hmm.
it?
Globalism. Hmm.
I love the military industrial complex. Fucking cat's watching that. It will be. What do you make? Will be plates. What do you make?
Do they make the javelin?
Will be.
Yeah,
Think so.
I think that's where I recognize the name from. I think they make the javelin.
What the plane?
No, the javelin missile launcher.
Oh well, no. Well, they made the. They made the javelin plane, but I don't know about the javelin missile launcher. So, give a minute. Just check. What else is on the fucking truck? I'm not sure because it's not coming up anyway. And I'm pretty sure something like that would be the top of the fucking the list of shit they make. Alright, that makes the javelin missile. Lockheed Martin.
Oh, never mind. Okay, well.
Mate, it's actually beyond me the fact that the missile coming out of that fucking thing is the actual length of the thing.
Oh yeah, it's like very short. It's supposed to be able to be like be used in proximity of like people. So instead of like the old ass bazookas where you need to have like, what is it, like 10 feet blast area or some shit. Yeah, the javelin was supposed to be able to be like shot out of like rooms and shit.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, same with RPG. Like you do not want to get hit by the backblast.
Yeah.
You don't want to get hit by that shit. No, it's not. It's more that because like if you look at the RPG or whatever the fuck bazooka, what it fired out the tube was like a quarter of the size of the thing itself. The javelin's missile is like the same size as the javelin. The thing's fucking huge.
And I think most of it isn't it like most of it like radar. It's not even explosive. Oh wait, no, it's double. It's a double charged missile, right?
You're saying right to me like I've served with it. But I have no clue.
No clue.
I've not seen one in person. It's the fuck.
From what
I have.
from what I understand, I think it's yeah. No, I don't know actually.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, so I think Lockheed make the launcher, but Raytheon makes the Stinger, which is the missile. Which would make sense. No?
Yeah, no, that makes sense to me.
That makes sense, yeah. I think that's a. I think from what I'm reading, I think it's. Mate, it looks like a. I'm not gonna say it, it's just gonna stream, but it looks terrible. I hate it. It's just horrible because I know it's coming out of it at that point, and it looks weird to me. I don't know why. It looks like it's the same diameter as well. Fuck me. When I need to go let the cat out and have a place to go. I'm drinking more. Give it.
Ugh. Oh, I should be playing hardcore because there's a hardcore mode in this game. God damn. God damn.
Have it back.
He's back.
I'm thinking of selling the S1 soon
Why?
because I don't want it anymore.
Why?
Because I fucking don't. I don't want to sell it, but I do because I need the money. To be fair,
I guess that makes sense.
I need, but well, I don't need the money. I just want money.
So you don't need the money. Okay, never mind. Fuck you.
Well, I want to sell it. I don't want to get rid of it, but oh my god, I'm gonna punch the absolute fuck out of those cats. I want to let them out, and they just like as in like they meow out the door to be let out. I'm like, okay, cool. Go open the door to let them out, and they just stand there, don't do anything, and I just sort of like moving my foot, like, "Are you going to go out? Are you going out?" And he just stands there going, "Eh." So you've been fed, you've been shagged. What do you want? Close the door. Don't make a noise. Sit back down, and then meowing again. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'm gonna get back up.
Yeah, cats be funny. Cats are just funny creatures.
Okay, one of them went out, so that's a plus. So yeah, I want to sell it, but I don't want to sell it. I don't want to get rid of it, but I kind of do at the same time. It's like a 50-50. I like the car because it's weird and it looks like an egg, but at the same time I get rid of it because it's an Audi and it's an S car, so it's bound to fail me at some point. And so far, it's been like mechanically perfect, apart from me fucking with it. So something's gonna happen, and I want to get rid of it before that happens. And it's sad 'cause I do like it, but then again, I don't live in the luxury of the US where you have V8s lying around like willy-nilly, and I'm stuck. You like the most like the highest fucking I don't know displacement engines we have like regularly, like, not even regularly is like a 2.3 liter.
Hey, those small liter engines are gonna get more popular because people have been getting power out of them.
They sound like dick.
Yeah, it doesn't matter about the sound as long as it's fast.
I don't I don't even give a fuck.
Like, it's
I
just-
hate I hate the sound of 4 cylinders, man.
I don't know.
Like,
I like me a fast turbo cylinder, 4 cylinder. Well,
to
3 cylinder now, baby. Let's go Toyota.
I say that, but to be fair, the 2.3 out of the Focus RS does sound fucking evil. I know it's 4 cylinder turbo, and it does sound like shit, but the Focus RS weirdly it is in the US, so you can't cry about that.
Yeah, it's still 40K though, and they stopped making them in 2018.
40K? What the fuck?
Yeah, they
Oh,
signed for 40K here
what minimum?
minimum.
Get fucked.
Yeah, and that's for like a high mileage one too.
Get get fucked. They're cheap as fuck. They're like I don't know. I saw one for 8,000 miles the other day for like 32 grand.
Are you fucking kidding?
I don't even want one though. I don't like them because I've driven like 2 of them. I don't like Ford because I don't like the interior quality.
Yeah, that
Like,
all-wheel drive is all I want because we don't get that.
You say that. I used to think like that. I used to think like, all I want is the engine, all I want is the drivetrain. It's like after driving, seeing that cars are at work, I'm like, I don't like this car. I've driven I've driven every M3 by the way. Every M3.
I forgot BMW makes 4-wheel drive cars. Oh, I
Well,
forgot.
yeah, they're kind of rare unless you get the M5s and maybe and the M3s and 4s. But yeah, I've driven every M3 except the E30 because that thing is ridiculously rare. Even here, it's rare. And I can say, I don't like any of them.
Bold statement.
Yep, I don't like any of them. Except the new one. Not even joking.
Well, you're a strange fella.
Maybe I'm not the amount of track. That might be the case. But I've driven all of the E30 on the road, and I've floored all of them on the road. And the G80, holy fuck, it is quick. I shit myself. I've driven the V8 M3, the E92. I was like, fuck me, it's loud, it's cool, it's loud, it's quick. It's like, yep, but it rattles like fuck. Having one of my mates, E46 M3, looks incredible. Sounds incredible. It's quite slow. Certainly. My S1 feels faster. And that sounds weird to me. Because I think the M3 is technically quicker. Like I think it is actually quicker as well. Like a lot.
Possible.
But the S1 feels quicker because I think then again the thing is like the size of my fucking balls, so there's that. Given the E36, I think the thing looks cool. I really like the interior because it just looks old and it clicks, as in like everything in it clicks. As in like, you know, the light switch, it clicks, and the climate control, it clicks and all that. I think that's cool. It's a shit fucking engine, a terrible engine. Wasn't quick at all. It's just, well, personally to me, probably different from other people. The previous Gen M3, I just didn't like at all. Don't like the interior. Don't like how it sounds. It's quick, but it's just like, yeah, I would rather get a Fiat Panda. Like, do you
Fiat Panda.
do you get them in the US?
No, we don't get Fiat Pandas.
Oh man, you need to fucking see these things. Not because of like, oh, I hate the pre-gen Fiat. I don't. I like it, but because I'd rather get a Fiat Panda 4x4 because I think they're funny as fuck.
Well, I mean, aren't Fiat Pandas more practical? Like, don't they have like minivan trunk space?
No, they're more of like a raised fucking. What? Sorry. Can you? Is it just me? But I can't copy anything from the mouse to Discord anymore. After you update, I can't do it. Is it just me?
I would have to look.
Like I can't copy image, then paste image. It won't let me do it.
Try Control C, Control V.
If I can't do it with, can you do it with an image?
I think you can, or at least once you copy it, try Control V, in wherever you're trying to paste it. Because I know my shit actually does that. Yeah.
Okay, it worked. Yeah, this thing. If you can see it. Where the heck are they? However, the new M3, because I've driven a lot of them, not because I've driven a lot of them, actually, like, half of them I would never have because they have those, like, ridiculous penis holster seats in them.
Mm-hmm.
Like the full carbon seats. You're like, okay, I'd have it for a track car. I don't know if they have it for a track car. But as a everyday road car, no, this is torture. With the solid suspension because the seats are full carbon, like literally no leather padding on them. The leather just covers the carbon, and there's like a penis holster in the middle of it that splits your legs like involuntarily. But apart from that, yeah, I think I'd rather have a new one. I hate the look of the front of it, as a lot of people do. I'm assuming you do the same.
What, the BMWs?
The new M3.
I haven't seen it. I've seen the new M2.
You've seen the new M2, but you've not seen the new M3 that's been out for 2 years. What?
I mean, this is BMW is not on my radar. I don't really like BMW, so
I'm gonna put it in the chat box just to fuck you. That's fun. You have definitely seen that before.
No, let me.
If you've seen the new M2, you've seen that.
All right, hold on. Let me look at it. Let me look at it. Oh, that's hideous. I do like the Panda.
Yeah, the Panda's good. Panda's a good car, yeah.
The Panda doesn't look that bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
Yeah, but
M3
yeah.
is hideous.
The rear of it looks really good. The rear, like, kind of, like, every angle from the rear looks really good. The front of it is just like, what the fuck? But
Fiat being Fiat, you know.
however, it's quick as fuck.
But the
Like,
M3.
yeah, it's ungodly quick.
I believe it.
Yeah, but you do get to see options with the turbo. However, the M4, because like I was gonna say the previous gen M4, previous gen M3, I would choose the M4 in a heartbeat because the previous gen M3 looks like shit, and it's like shit. To be fair, they're both interiors like shit, but looks wise, the M4. Whereas this generation, I can't really decide because I hate saloon cars. Sedans. I hate sedans. I hate five-wheel cars. But the UM3, I'm like, the only car I looked at, I'm like, fuck me, I kinda like that actually. Only five-wheel car I looked at, I'm like, yeah, that looks pretty fucking good. From a specific angle. But,
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the M2, even though everyone says it looks like garbage.
fuck you. No, the UM2 looks like terrible. The UM2 looks terrible.
The M2 looks like it got hit. Like they just finished like the crash testing and the nose is flat. I think it's nice.
You punching in the face. Compare it to the old M2. Compare it. Actually tell me to my fucking face over Discord that the new M2 looks better than the previous M2.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what the old M2 looks like.
The old M2 is actually fucking beautiful. It's probably the best.
Let me see.
Look up M2 competition. 2018. It's up there with like some of the best looking BMWs ever made.
Yeah, that's pretty good actually, yeah.
Yeah. Compare that to the new M2, mate.
I like the new M2. It looks so funky.
Fuck off. It looks terrible.
Everyone, look at that thing.
What?
It has squares in its design, bro. Literally, like it's not even sculpted. Like they dead ass just like, all right, throw a rectangle on it. We'll put on an air duct.
Bro, they let's just got a bit of Play-Doh and just dropped it. They got like a perfect rectangle piece of Play-Doh and just dropped it on its fucking face. And like, oh, you know what? That's what we're gonna look. That's what we're gonna make the fucking front of it look like. Everyone at my work.
Oh my god.
Everyone at the BMW garage at my work hates the look of it. They hate it. They even hated the new M240. They hate the look of it. And the 235. Like, the only new car that everyone's agreed on looks good is the M5. That is it. And that thing's more unreliable than my fucking leg. That, during cold week, in terms of, when I get sick, I get, like, bad joint pains and that. But the M5 is, like, the most unreliable piece of shit BMW you could ever fucking find. That's why these things drop, like, 80k in value the minute they do the showroom. You try and resell them, you'll be reselling a 110k M5 for 30 grand. Because they're so unreliable. But they are the best looking BMWs that everyone can collectively agree on that, like, yeah, that looks good. In terms of brand new. The previous M2 looks fucking incredible compared to the new one. What the fuck happened to BMW?
They were bought out by somebody.
I also know. Have you seen the new 3-liter CSL they've made?
I think I have.
Not the M4 CSL.
Yeah, the actual standalone CSL, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit like 50 cars, but it looks goofy as fuck.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I'm like, yeah, that looks alright. And then when I saw the concept, I saw the concept car they made. I'm like, yeah, that thing looks goofy as fuck.
Very
what
goofy.
have they done for that? Yeah, what have they done?
I don't know what they're thinking there at BMW. I don't know. You know what they did give us though? The Hyundai Veloster N. I fucking love that car, dude. Oh my god.
Wait, what?
A BMW engineer went to Hyundai and he designed the I can't remember if he designed the interior or did the exterior of the Velociter N. It's very sexy.
Hyundai.
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 Or Hyundai, or you know.
We call it the Hyundai.
I mean, yeah,
It's just
you call it whatever you want.
It's just weird to me. I'm like, oh, okay. Because the thing is, I don't know what's right. Is it Hyundai or Hyundai?
No, it's I think it's Hyundai. I could be wrong though. I'm not Korean, so I can't make that call.
Hyundai sounds more
Hyundai.
Korean, if I'm being honest. It sounds more Korean. Like, Hyundai seems more like a Western version of it.
No, I think it's Hyundai. I think it is Hyundai. But yeah, I love the Velociter N. That thing is just sexy. Thinking about getting one.
I don't think we ever got it, but we get the i30N, which is like the new version of it.
Which is a better car, but it's a SUV crossover thing. So no, it's not. No, it's not. Isn't it a wagon?
No, it's an SUV. No, sorry, it's a hatchback.
Yeah, it's a hatchback. Yeah. Never mind.
It's sedan.
Yeah, the new one we got is the Kona, and the Kona is a SUV, and I fucking can't stand SUVs. So.
What the fuck's a Kona? Well, like
yeah, the Kona N.
Oh,
so they stopped making the Velociter in 2022.
What
of this year?
It went that long.
Huh?
We thought, what the fuck? I thought the Velociter was like the i30 version of it. Sorry, I thought the i30 was the British version or the European version of the Velociter.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And then they stopped making the Velociter N, and now they make the Kona. So the Kona replaces the Velociter N, and it's trash.
They i30 here, I think.
Yeah. Wait, you guys get the Kona?
No, I didn't.
No, you guys. Yeah, you guys get the i30. Yeah.
If we get the i30N and we get the i20N, if you believe that.
What the fuck is that? Is it smaller?
Well, you know how small the Fiesta is?
Oh.
Take that, but smaller, and make it an N.
I like that.
It looks weird. I don't like it. It looks weird.
I bet you it's fast, though.
It's not. It's really not.
Is it the same 4-cylinder in the...
I actually don't know. I generally don't know. It looks like it. Oh, apparently, I think it only comes in a 5-door. I'll put it in the shitter box. That's one of the images, and this is the rear. It's tiny.
Let me see this. I like that, bro. I like that.
I like the front. I don't like the rear.
The rear is weird. That weird window is weird.
That okay. So it's not just me.
No,
it's
yeah.
not.
That window is weird. I don't like. It's like a.
Yeah, the front of it looks fine. The rear of it looks fucking weird.
Yeah, they might have just done it just for because I know you guys actually have like a like rules about trunk space to actually make it like a sort of category, whatever, in their cars. Do you guys have that or no?
I don't fucking know.
Oh. I swear that's a thing.
Oh no, I don't think so, because the Jetta G40 doesn't have a registered boot/trunk space, and that thing's like a literal race car for the road. So I don't think so.
Oh shit! Well,
I don't think we do. Weirdly enough, I don't think we do.
Well, yeah,
if you want to hear, I was gonna say, I would suggest you don't watch it, but there is this. If you fuck off, Discord, you fucking piece of shit. I was gonna say, if you want to, there is a full like review on this car.
This is the new Hyundai i20.
That you fucking middling.
Is that car wow?
Yes, it's
car wow buying experience for you.
I hate the. I only watch them for the drag races, but I genuinely hate. I think it's only new, but they brought out like a new introduction to the videos, and it's like buy, sell, car, wow, and it's like the part that says wow makes me want to actually punch walls. It turns me into a Kyle because it's so infuriating. I hate it. It might just be me again, but
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
you have very weird triggers, bro.
No, it's specific things like that. It was like, what the fuck? Nah! Like, what? Why is that a thing? Stop it. Just your previous introduction was fucking perfect. It was just like I forget what it was, but it was the fact that it was so perfect that I didn't even know what it was, kind of thing. I remember this one. This must be a marketing ploy because I remember it, but I only remember it, but I hate it so much. It must be why there's a bunch of British adverts in the UK that everyone either loves or hates for some reason, but those companies do so well, I think, purely off of the advertisement, off of the demographic. Like, I think it's Go comp. You ever heard Go Compare adverts? You probably haven't.
Mm-mm.
Right, you need to listen to these. These things were on either. I've not seen. Oh, sorry, I've not actually watched TV in like actual TV in like a long time. But generally, watch if you. It's like 40 seconds, but watch these fucking adverts. They're beyond horrific, and they were on when I watched it at the time. Well, it's like fucking like 15 some shit. They were on every 2 seconds, and it wasn't the same advert. It was like different. Like this company, let's kind of go compare. Which go compare is basically like an insurance site, like if like car insurance, home insurance, whatnot, like a bunch of different insurance companies.
Mm-hmm.
But they made these adverts in bulk, but at different locations with different actors. But the main actor was obviously an actor, and it's like, how do these people have the money to make this shit? Why do they keep making it? Why? But it's worked. It's actually worked because I usually use Go Compare to. I don't buy off them obviously, but I use their site to compare car insurance. Literally it.
But
So it kind of worked.
they still make money off of that, right? Like
Yeah, exactly.
the
Yeah, that's
websites
what I'm saying.
can add revenue when you
Yeah,
click throughs.
exactly. Yeah. So yeah, they make money off that, so it works. But their adverts are so fucking abysmal, like awful. But then you have the flip side of that, where you only kind of notice this if you've seen multiple British adverts. They use it from Halifax, the fucking scum. Halifax, a banking company in the UK,
Hmm.
and they'll be like, I can't even replicate it because they're so weirdly vague, but however, like weirdly specific that it's so hard to try to replicate it. They try their hardest as like a corporation to try to show themselves off as like
Hip
the average
young youth.
community member.
Ah,
Sorry?
like
Yeah.
hip.
No. Not hip. Far from hip. Like
Oh.
the average boomer. Like, oh, we're off to our local coffee shop, or we're off to our local mailbox, or we're off to our local fucking sex shop. They'll do this in every single advert, and it's like fucking hell. Shut the fuck up.
You
We
did that, you did that.
we know what you are. You're a fucking megacorp banking corporation. Shut the fuck up. Like, we know what you are.
Stop spreading your lies to us. It doesn't
Real.
work.
Like the only people who don't know what the fuck you are is like 0.01 the population, and they're like elderly, and they're like 98 years old. Like the only people who don't know what the fuck you are that years old. Like stop it. Fuck me. It's infuriating. But that Go Compare advert is like kind of part of that. Well, not part of it. It's more of like the stepping stone to it. It's kind of gotten worse after that. I think that advert is like 12 years old, some shit. Oh, probably more than that. Actually, it's like 15, 20 years old, to be honest. But yeah, the i20N is like a shitter version of the new Fiat. I say new, but the 2019 to 2021 Fiesta ST, because the new Fiesta ST apparently is absolutely terrible.
Oh, I've heard. No, yeah, I've seen reviews of that. I mean, it's the last Fiesta now, so I guess.
Yeah, they discontinued it because they're fucking idiots.
Yeah, they're done. They're gonna pay for that one.
Oh yeah, okay. So I'm not sure how many years it is, but let's discontinue like
One of
probably
their best-selling cars.
yeah, either the most or one of the most best-selling cars in the UK entirely. The Focus doesn't even sell as much as the Fiestas, but they're keeping the Focus.
Doesn't make
But
any
they're
sense.
discontinuing the Fiesta. What the fuck? Like,
And it's-
tell you what the fuck?
And people are saying it's because there's going to be a new electric Fiesta, and I'm like, well,
No one's buying that shit.
a new electric Fiesta will cost like twice as much as the highest trim Fiesta you could buy. It's just so stupid.
Yeah.
And no one's
Yeah,
gonna buy it.
Yeah, and the highest Fiesta trim you could buy was like some ST3 fucking spunk cum anal fucking package you could buy, and that was it. And that was like fucking 28 grand. That's some shit. No one's spending. People who buy Fiestas don't spend 28 grand plus.
No, they don't.
For you, like $33,000 some shit. Like plus on a fucking car. Like the better Fiesta because it's cheap, and it will run for a while. But like, I don't get it. There must be some money laundering. There must be some sort of like money scheme that's going on.
It's
For them
electric.
to
Yeah, the scheme is electric cars. The scheme.
I can't even.
And
Have you
SUVs.
done-
I can't stand SUVs either.
Have you driven an electric car?
No.
They're horrible to drive.
The only sense that electric cars makes is if you can buy a modular fucking like crate engine, electric engine, and throw it in an old car. It's the only way electric fucking vehicles make sense to me.
Actually, I've never even thought of it before. That does make sense, actually. That generally does make sense.
Yeah, I mean that's the only thing that makes sense to me. A new
I think-
electric car doesn't make sense to me.
I think the issue behind that is because you'll have to provide the transmission behind that, the drivetrain, apart from the power unit as well, and wiring all of it. I think it'll be a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah, someone needs to make like an all-in-one battery.
All in
Fucking.
one.
Well, no, because all you need is the transmission, the battery, and the engine, and then everything else. I'm pretty sure you could probably figure out.
All you need.
Because you know they sell Tesla crate engines now. You know that, right?
Are you live?
No, I'm not lying. Oh, am I live?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm live.
What as in stream?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say something there, but I was. Yeah. Explanatory outburst. Do you really think that an engine, transmission, and drivetrain is only it? It's only going to be that,
Well, no, if you're swapping it into an old car,
right?
I mean,
How much is that thing? How much is that going to cost you?
I have no clue. Let me look. How much are the?
Exactly. I'm the engineer, bro. I have a decent idea. Okay, so the engine development time and the actual research and obviously development time and whatnot, that'll probably cost a company millions. And they'll probably sell the engine for maybe 30 grand, maybe 20 if they're being generous. They also look at the transmission. I have no idea how an electric transmission works. No clue. Don't care.
Okay, so you can buy a used Tesla Model X rear engine electric motor for $5 grand. Used.
That's just the motor. Thing is, what we're talking about is commercial.
Oh, commercial crate engines? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, commercial sale. Like these are, you can buy these directly off of Tesla or fucking Toyota or what the hell. You can buy them directly off them, like so they'll be brand new. So these things are going to be like, I don't know, fucking 20 grand. I'll say the engine 20 grand. Transmission will be about 10 grand. The drivetrain itself will be about 10 grand. What about all the wiring? What about all the re-engineering you're going to have to do, or reverse engineering you're going to have to do to fit all that to your fucking 1991 Mercedes 300E? Like, I only say that because me and the boys have been looking at getting old W124 Mercs. because they are so based. Mainly one because
they don't break.
One, yes. My father thinks the opposite. He thinks they're terrible, but he's an old man. Two,
Who cares what he says? A boomer.
yeah, of course. I've never called him that, but the fact that someone said that, I think that's hilarious. Two, you look like you're Albanian, so you look based. The only issue in the UK is that my mother says that you look like a P-A-K-I. But
P-A...
P
Pop...
P-A
Poppy?
P-A-K-I.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You're one of them. And I'm like, thank you, mother.
Darling dearest?
Thank you for thank you for your daily fucking racism as usual. It's like, okay, so fair enough. Like, I'm like unironically, I'm not racist. I don't give a shit what the hell you are. Like, if you're a nice person, don't care. If you're right for the job, you're right for the job, don't care. But my fucking mum is unironically like insanely racist towards the Middle Easterns and
Jesus.
kind of towards the Indians. The thing is, she has a good point though. And I only say this because she was a doctor. And a lot of Middle Eastern and don't want to offend any of Sadness's views, which may be Indian, Pakistani, Bangladesh, and that kind of like region. But people of that traditional culture would come over to the UK, specifically where we are, and they would start treating white women and other women, other like even black women and even women of brown women and that in medical professional like shit. Like my mum was a consultant in a massive A&E, as like A&E, but like accident emergency, like the main sort of like wards you get in a hospital. Like if you fucking you're like snapped in half, you go there basically. She would deal with that, or she'd be in charge of like a massive ward of that, and a lot of people from mainly men from that traditional sort of culture would come in and just start like verbally abusing the nurses, the doctors, the consultants that were mainly female. They would start trying to physically attack them and that. So I can actually see where she's coming from. Like I can generally empathize with that because she dealt with that for the past like 22 years. She's doing it since I was fucking born. And I can kind of empathize with the fact that she would just no. Okay, so let me clarify. She doesn't do it with she doesn't do it with like anyone of that color. It's more of like if you practice that specific tradition, like women are second class citizens. She'd be like, oh yeah, you're a cunt. She would like full on say that, but the thing is, she does have she does have multiple friends because she's for the past couple of years she suffered with a slip disc in her spine.
Ugh.
So she's been going with pain grips and that, and that's been like, what's even funny? I said to her for a laugh, your pain grip seems like a fucking Apple like diverse group mitigation because like everyone in our group is like of completely different cultures. It's unreal. Like one's Jewish, one's Muslim, one's literally Hinduism.
Ooh, shout out
There's
to my Hindus.
Yeah, that's the Hindus. One's a flat earther. I'm not even fucking. I'm not fucking with you. Like, what's a flat earther? Like,
Okay.
it's completely all over the place. I'm like, yeah, is your place not like a government experiment? Like, what the fuck's going on?
Psyops.
It's a psyops. The, so I kind of understand where she's coming from in that respect because I dealt with that for like 20 odd years. But yeah, when the minute I walk into university, I'm like, yeah, my racism comes out like full on pelt. Like, just don't even care. Someone looks at me, I'm just shouting them with that. I said that, and I am now going to put under investigation.
Oh yeah. Yeah, already.
Oh yeah.
My team's already being followed by the police.
No, not with the police, but the uni.
Oh,
Mate, the uni's worse than the police. Believe me, I prefer the police over the uni. You say anything wrong in that place, holy shit, you're strapped up by your balls. Like, not even a joke.
yeah. How do they even enforce that?
Yeah. They suspend or expel you.
Oh yeah, it's like school.
Just on the spot. But what's good is that we don't pay for our education, unlike you fucking Americans. But
I mean, I don't pay for education.
that's because you're selling your body to the government.
That's because you're a slave.
You're
You're a government.
I wasn't gonna say it, but you said it, so there we go.
Oh boy.
Yeah, mate, you're a slave, mate.
It's okay. One day
No,
I will be deployed and I will shoot Russians. One day.
you'll be deployed, you'll be killed instantly, mate.
What?
I'm only joking, I love you.
Mm-hmm. I almost went to Lithuania, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why Lithuania of all places?
Apparently, we have a unit there. You didn't hear that from me though.
What kind of unit?
Comm unit.
Armed unit, you said?
Comm unit, yeah. Communications.
Communication. Yeah.
Communications. Gosh.
I sell propane and propane accessories.
Oh, I wish.
I'm for real. Why do you know Lithuania? That's a weird country. Then again, I mean, the US is fucking everywhere, so what do you expect?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you're in my country, so for fuck's sake. So, I mean, like, get the fuck out, you mate. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
Fucking burger eaters.
I'll hear you, fucking fat cunt. Get my fucking I have met a few Americans before, actually. They are quite sound. I think the two I met were from Idaho.
Oh Jesus! Literally nowhere. Makes sense.
Okay. Was that Midwest, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. That's a flyover state.
Yeah. Middle of fucking nowhere, dude. No, they were quite sound. I think they were T-Cax? What? P-Tac? I don't know what they were. There was some form of SF. There was some form of like trainer SF. I'm not too sure what the fuck. Oh, SOF. I'm not sure what the fuck it was.
So wait, what? SAS? What?
No, SOF. I think there was some sort of trainer for SOF or SOF. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. But yeah, continue. Continue.
I don't know TCAC or PTAC. Oh, fucking know. I do know the acronym, what they were, but I supposed one of them for a bit. I was like fucking 15. I was with them for a bit, and they were like big boys. So oh, hello, and I spoke to them for a bit, and like oh yeah, in the Air Force and that, and in the Air Force training, Air Force cadets and that. I was like, oh, we want to be big boy, that cool bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't know, fucking funny plane man, do a little, domestic terrorism, that sort of thing. And they're like, oh yeah, I was like, oh, that's pretty sick, innit? And they were saying like they were, again, I don't know what they were, like PTAC or Take It. I don't know what the fuck they were, but they were some sort of like SOF trainer, because they're both pretty big chaps, and yeah. I think he was saying like I think he was saying he was over training. I think he's over doing a training course with the Royal Marines.
Oh.
I think.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Either with them or doing a training course for them. I'm not too sure. Maybe with them. I don't know. But I was speaking to him for a bit. I was like, oh yeah, mate, that's fucking yeah, that's sounding it. And he was like, yeah. Do you like guns? I was like, Yes, I do.
I do.
But
Firearms,
this,
yes.
but yes, this time I didn't know about tactic guns and all that. He didn't talk about I think he had a AR-17 and Styles had he had an AKS 74 as well. Like, bro, it's insanely based. And I think he had a fuck. What did he have? What was it again? I think he had a couple MP5s as well, and it says that he shoots them on a regular basis. So I was like, mate, that's. At the time, I was like, yeah, that's cool. I'm like, that's just film based. But yeah, the fuck Canada.
He said,
Yeah,
is that what he said?
no. I just said no. That's what I'm saying. Like that's all I remember from the conversation was like he was talking about his guns and that. And I was like, mate, that's fucking cool.
Oh.
And then I was just like, yeah, fuck Canada. No more, no more side answer then, eh?
Love Texas, fuck Canada.
Wait, what?
Love Texas, fuck Canada.
Oh yeah, real.
Yeah.
If I was going to move to the US, it would be Texas, obviously. But then again, my fucking dad said he had to go there for a business trip, and he said he was terrified the entire time. I was like, why?
Yeah,
Like,
why?
because I was walking. Cause I don't know, again. I don't know where the hell he was, but it says he was walking around, and like every like second person was like open carrying a revolver.
Yeah, that's Texas, yeah.
Yeah, I was just yeah,
That's just Texas, yeah.
it's just Texas, isn't it?
It's Texas, isn't it?
But the thing is, he hates guns.
Okay, well.
I don't know if I said this or not, but he despises guns. He hates them. Like the thing is, he never shot one, never near one, unless the ones I've got on me. Oh, I suppose I have, but the ones I have are deactivated, so the more or less just fucking hammers at this point. And especially AMD, that thing is just full steel. And he's and he hates them. Like, okay, so yeah, I doubt fucking Arthur Morgan's gonna just like bring out the fucking big iron on his hip and dome me in the spot. Mate. What the fuck are you on about? like, what are you on about? And I hate being there. I hate being there. The thing is that now one of his best mates, which he met out there, is in Texas, and he goes, "I want to go see him in Texas, and we're all gonna go." I'm like, "What the fuck is your logic?" Like, what? He has this. Oh yeah, my mate Ralph. Yeah, is a mate Ralph. He had he has a ranch. He has like has horses. There's a gun range. Like the minute you mention gun range, I actually question your fucking phobias. Your only phobia, from what I can tell, is guns, and you want to go to Texas because you want to see a mate. Two, because he has horses. For some fucking reason, because the fact you have no care in horses and don't actually give a fuck about them apart from my sister. And three, you mentioned a gun range. Or more of a gun range. What the fuck is your logic? Like, seriously. What the actual fuck?
I don't know, it's strange to me. Maybe he just wants to go to more for the ranch than the bangers.
It seems like it was going with the atmosphere until I get my hands on a Remington 700 and go, hello, Dad. He's pointing his face. This has loads of it has a slug in it.
Big old
Want to see
Magnum.
how it works? I've seen multiple videos of people holding Magnum 500s and then just blowing out their hands like a fucking.
Oh yeah, if you have a 500 Magnum, you need to actually. First of all, you need to actually like exercise. Like you can't use that weapon and be weak. Like there's no way.
Like I mean, I go to the gym constantly, but me holding a 500 Magnum, me trying to fire it, I'm confident that thing will either recoil like fuck, like the like okay, I load one round of course to fire it, but that recoil would the barrel will be parallel to my head. Like the minute I fire that thing, I'm not confident I can hold. I can hold that thing properly. Because they are like huge. They're like
Oh yeah, I know.
the barrel is longer than my fucking cock. Like what the actual fuck? Why is a handgun longer than my cock? Fuck you, Magnum.
I mean, they have non-mag ones that are that long. Also, you can load 500 pretty soft. Like if you want to like actually shoot it and enjoy it, you can just load like soft 500. No big team.
Me going sitting in the UK thinking I'm gonna shoot 500 soft. Yeah, like, okay, mate. Yeah, shit, fuck that, mate. Before you get pulled up by the fucking UK government. Before the fucking police up at your door. Going, oi, mate, why are you searching out 500 soft? Repeatedly, repeatedly for the past like 2 weeks.
It's just be like, I have American friends. You have what? American friends.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes, I drive an F-150. Well, actually, no. I know you guys. I know you guys actually have like work trucks too.
They're bringing that thing to the fucking UK, but it's electric.
The electric one? Oh, the Ford Lightning.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, yeah. It's a terrible concept. I don't know if you saw the
No, I didn't. I've just heard that one of my mates said that, oh yeah, they're bringing the F-150 to the UK. I'm like, isn't that bigger than the Ranger? And the Ranger's a big car here. And like, yeah, but it's electric. I'm like, oh, okay, so it's gonna be even fucking bigger then. Oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah, it's like twice as heavy. I don't know if you saw, but someone tried to take a Ford Lightning across country, and instead of like the normal amount of gas trips you would take, which is like, well, like maybe 10. I think they had it because they were towing. I think they had to stop like 58 times to charge their truck. It was like
to charge it, and how long does it take to charge it?
Oh, it takes like an hour or something.
What the fuck? So that's 58 hours of them just charging it.
Yeah.
On average.
Yeah, electric vehicles suck for towing. They're just not. They're not like gasoline. Where like, cause like, electric power. So like, okay, so towing in an electric vehicle is like draining the battery twice as fast. That's how it works. Instead of a gasoline engine, where it doesn't affect the actual power of the engine that much.
Yeah. It more affects the torque and the actual stress on the chassis itself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, electric cars are so. I'm just not. I don't fuck with them. Except the Honda E. I like the Honda E.
The Honda E is weird. It's just weird. It looks. I've never seen one in person. It looks weird, and it's just like, okay, so who's buying that?
I would. Oh, dude, if they bring it here, I would buy it so fast.
Right, it looks like a fucking. It looks like an iMac with a fucking with wheels.
Oh yeah, but I mean, like it because that makes sense for an electric car. A Tesla doesn't make sense for an electric car. People just buy it because they like the fucking clout. It's a terrible electric car.
Do you own a Mac?
No, I wouldn't use a Mac.
So why would you use a Honda E?
Because a Honda E is practical. Probably has more trunk space and cargo space than a Tesla does. And it definitely has more range.
Probably true. Probably true.
Actually, I would have to look that up. I'm probably talking out of my ass. I do love the Honda E though. It just makes it's like an electric Miata. It just makes sense.
Okay. It is a funky looking car. I will admit that. It's a funky looking one. Like, I have driven electric cars and I hate. Okay, so you've also driven manual and automatic cars, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the gear you're in, taking your foot off the accelerator will slow the car down depending on the gear it's in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
No matter what speed you're doing in an electric car, the minute you take your foot off the accelerator, it will slow down like fuck on its own.
Yep.
Yeah, and I find that infuriating.
It's the same thing with like I think it's less to do with that and more to do with regenerative braking, because my Honda actually does that.
I know. I know. I hate you. Fuck you, CRV.
Yeah,
Seriously.
it does like dead ass. Like if I'm driving, like say I'm going like 75, and I take the brake, take my foot off the brake, I'm gonna hit like 50 in like 3 seconds.
I know it's regenerative braking, but it's like, can you fucking not? Like, I don't want to brake yet, but you're sending me into like you're sending me to the fucking windscreen or windshield in like a nanosecond because you decide to go. Oh, you're like, foot off the gas. Off you go through the fucking windshield. Like you fucking stop it.
Yeah, it's pretty harsh.
Like, can we travel at a normal speed for like 5 seconds before you try to kill me? Like, fuck me. It's horrific. I hate it. But then again, I don't own one, so I don't care. So,
Yeah.
but then again, soon I probably will, so that's sad. Well,
One eventually.
maybe in like 10 or 12 years, some shit. I don't know. Probably more than that. So, because petrol and diesel cars in the UK are banned, or new sales of petrol and diesel cars in the UK are banned in like 2030. Because, you know, fucking Muskie is going to save us with his child slave and his fucking lithium, man.
Oh
Mine.
gosh.
Figure that makes sense.
Oh yeah, the
Fuck
same
up.
the huge machines that actually dig up lithium make as much make as much carbon as the cars themselves.
Yeah, and the diesel generators that power the batteries that you use. It's like, fuck up. Can you not just fucking use hydrogen power at this point?
Oh dude,
Toyota,
we need hydrogen so bad, bro.
Toyota have literally made hydrogen powered engines, and they sound exactly like ICEs. Like, what the fuck? Just do that.
Yeah,
But no, big in your big electric company want money. Fuck up, man. Check.
yeah.
No, what?
Yeah. We need nuclear energy.
It says to Germany, the fucking cucks.
Did you wanna hop on? Play some CSGO?
I actually need to go in like 5 minutes or so.
Alright.
I need to fucking go take off for a walk. Cause look, I mean, look at fucking Germany. You know, you not seeing what they've been doing?
What's happening in Germany?
Oh wow. Okay, so they are removing all of their nuclear power stations, discommissioning all of the
Oh
nuclear power
my god.
in favor of coal and gas power because they think that is the way forward. Despite the fact that they had their gas supply stopped due to UN sanctions by Russia or against Russia.
So
So
become reliant on the thing that they're too reliant on.
basically, yeah. So in turn, they've essentially okay. So in terms, it's kind of on fault of the UK government because the UK's gas and electric power isn't owned by the UK government. The gas and electric and whatnot and solar power is all owned by private companies, which all bid it out to European countries to bid on to see who can get the most. So, despite the fact that the solar energy, the electrical energy, and the nuclear energy is produced in the UK, it doesn't belong to the UK because it's owned by private companies. Therefore, our electric bills fly up like shit because a bunch of European countries are competing to buy it.
Hmm.
So that's fucking gay. Since our, you know, genuine energy bills have increased by like
Oh, I
3
heard that.
times. Yeah, which is fucking piss. But then again, it's because the UK government is a fucking piece of shit. The German government is a fucking piece of shit because they get rid of nuclear power and are fucking simping over Russia for their gas and coal power. Whereas the UK is building 10 more nuclear power stations in the next 10, and no, it's for 8 more nuclear power stations in the next 10 years, which should give engineers, as in us, jobs for the next while.
Damn, that's
Unless
what you said. In England or like in the UK?
in the UK, everywhere, mate.
Oh yeah.
You
That might not be enough, bro.
It's a bit difficult to build 8 nuclear power stations in England. If you need to have like because they need to be built next to shores.
Why?
Nuclear power stations work like coal power stations. They require water.
You guys don't have rivers?
They don't know how a nuclear power station works.
Yeah, we have them. None of them are near the shore. That's why I'm confused.
Oh, okay. Don't know how the fuck yours works then, but traditional nuclear power stations work exactly the same as coal power stations, as in they gather water from the sea, or from an ocean if you're that fucking like gay. Uh, that water gets heated up to like absolute fuck, mixed with nuclear fission reaction of nuclear material that is used within the reactor. That is then pushed into the water that's sucked in, which superheats it, which produces steam, which turns a turbine, or turns multiple turbines, which produces power. A bit like a windmill, but it uses steam and it turns it. That's how a traditional nuclear power station works. And I'm pretty sure that's exactly how the Chernobyl power station worked before they decided to have a meltdown. I don't know how the fuck your power stations work, but I think it's very similar.
I'm pretty sure we use rivers.
You what?
Rivers.
Rivers. Okay.
Yeah. Wouldn't you want to use fresh water instead of salt water? Wouldn't it take longer to heat up salt water?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you guys have more salt water, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense because most of the US is landlocked, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much every European, apart from Germany, because I can't, nuclear power station is powered by the sea. Like they suck in water to basically, it's basically just a big steam turbine engine.
Yeah.
A European nuclear power station is essentially just an overcomplicated turbine engine. Or, sorry, steam powered
Yeah, it all
turbine.
becomes steam at some point. Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Do you guys have dams?
Sure.
Do you guys have dams? Electro.
No, I know. No.
You guys don't
No, I
have
know.
dams?
I think we have them bordering Wales, but apart from that, I don't think so.
Wales? What the hell?
Yeah, Wales does a lot of water.
Oh yeah, I know.
I think I'm assuming Wales is a dam, but apart from that, I don't think we do. I don't think we have enough high land via water supply to have dams, whereas the US has fucking hundreds or something.
No, I don't know if we have that
I-
many.
I.e. the fucking Fort New Vegas fucking Hoover Dam. I know that's a thing. I don't think the UK has enough height versus water to
Okay.
perpetuate a dam. So
Makes sense to me.
I think we might have we have a lot of what do you call them? Fucking water channels, which are like really, really, really small dams, but they're not powered by anything apart from some old geezer pulling a lever.
Hmm.
Like it's some old man pulling a fucking lever. That's basically. We don't have any like hydroelectric nuclear dams, which I know the US has like quite a few of, which produce like fucking trillions of joules. As
Yeah,
in
I think.
joules is like energy.
Yeah, I think the
Per,
fucking
per
the one in
year.
California is like, I don't know, something crazy.
It's yeah, some mad number. Like yeah, it being it's either in the late billions or like early trillions of or like maybe
I think it's 6 trillion joules. I think
fuck,
the Hoover Dam does.
that's fucking not bad, isn't it? 6 billion joules.
Yeah.
I suppose that's probably a better way of like I don't know why in Australia that coal is such a massive thing. It's like, can you cunts not make dams?
Australia make dams? Do they not have electro dams either?
I don't think they do. Either
Jeez.
that or they're like not geographically, but geometrically really similar to Europe. Apart from the outback is a hellhole. But like the edges of Australia are really similar to Europe. Why can't they just make nuclear power plants? I'm sure they do. They have them. But like they rely like 60% on fucking coal. Which is so
Coal.
strange.
That doesn't even that doesn't compute in my brain.
What do you mean?
I mean, I feel like they should have a lot of dams. I mean, they're an island,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They're huge
Yeah,
ass
yeah.
island.
I don't think a fucking. I mean, maybe for work or space, maybe an issue. But fuck me, make a fucking dam on it. Like, oh, not dam, like make a fucking little power plant on that on one of the islands. Like one of the really close islands that they can just get a ferry across every day. Fucking just do that. Why have the result to coal? Maybe it's good for your economy, but it's fucking the entire planet.
I don't know about that one. That doesn't compute well to me. I mean, I don't know if this has been done, but I think you can make artificial electro dams. Because I know the Hoover Dam's actually based on the fucking huge ass river, as opposed to like making one yourself.
So that makes sense. I suppose creating a bunch of currents within like, a seabed would create some sort of, dam-like current.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure actually. I'm not. That'd be interesting.
Have you seen the video of the fucking the wave generator?
The wave generator? No, not actually.
So it's 5 pistons, and the movement of waves causes the pistons to move up and down, which causes power.
Is what way the piston's moving?
Huh?
What way what way are the pistons moving? Are they moving like up and down? Or, like,
up and down. They look insane. It looks like, I don't know how to explain it, like a
like a combustion engine without like air.
That's what it looks like. It literally looks like that.
But with water.
Yeah.
How does that work? That's weird.
It's just like pistons, but they're being driven by water instead of.
I was gonna say, are is each piston in its own cylinder blocked off from the rest?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And they're basically just floating off the side of a pier. So whenever the water goes up, pistons go up. Water goes down, pistons go down. Generates electricity.
That's pretty fucking cool, actually.
Yeah.
And where's that based?
I think someone tested it in California.
Of course. Of course, it's California. Why
But
wouldn't
then
it
again,
get
I also heard, because I was in the comment thread of that thing, like it doesn't make that much electricity. Like it makes like those huge, like all the money it takes to build those huge ass pistons. I think from what I saw from the video, it can only power like a cell phone or something. Yeah, it's very bad.
It kind of works, but it's useless basically.
Yeah. It's just not as efficient. I mean, even windmills aren't efficient. I don't know if you heard of that one either.
What, as in like what our entire
Like
country?
Yeah, like windmills themselves are like super inefficient for what they do.
Yeah, I've heard that a couple times. Especially with the Netherlands. Like, imagine saying out to the Dutch to shit themselves. The entire country built off that shit. Like, have you ever like flown to the Netherlands? No
Mm.
matter, no matter what way you enter the Netherlands in, you will see farms of windmills. No matter if you enter from the land edge or the water edge, you're gonna see windmills. They're obsessed with that shit.
Mm. I mean, it's a good idea. But it's just I don't know.
It's just not the best, really. You know.
Well, one, it takes high winds, which there's very limited places that would have continuously high winds.
I'm in the U.S., yeah, but see where we are. That's
Oh,
fucking
you guys
common.
do get high winds, don't you?
Yeah, like common. Like, commonly we get high winds. It's I was gonna say that. No, think of it. The Netherlands, especially with the windmills out in the sea, would get a lot of high winds.
Ooh.
Like it would be very common. So to be fair, I think windmills for them, I think one for us might actually be very beneficial, but for the US, probably not.
No, there's only like I think there's only like one place here. Also, like in the deserts, because I know the deserts get consistent high winds.
Yeah. I think I think the sea specifically brings a lot of high winds. Like I've never been to a beach over in where I live, and it's just not been like unbreathable wind. Like you know, you know when you get so much wind in your face that you can't breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I've never been to a beach here where that's just not happened. Like generally, I've had to like look. We have to look down at the beach because it's just so windy. There's air gets blown into your face that it creates like a barrier. It's fucking weird. But,
Yeah, offshore windmills sounds genius actually.
well, they are. Like, a lot of them are built on these massive like concrete posts on the seabed floor, but they're not that deep. To be fair, maybe like a couple hundred, 400 feet deep. Something like that. I mean, it's still that's no, no, it's maybe like 80 meters deep, something like 100, like 200 feet deep.
Hmm.
They're not too deep, but I mean deep enough.
Deep enough, yeah, yeah.
Uh, yeah, not somewhere you kind of want to be, especially when the Hat Man comes around.
The Hat
You
Man.
know the Hat Man. Do you not know the Hat Man?
I've heard of that. Is that like a creepy pasta?
No, it's the Benadryl Hat Man.
Oh no, I haven't heard of that one.
No, when you take like 600 milligrams of Benadryl, you see the Hat Man in the corner.
Jesus Christ.
I kind of want to try Benadryl now, just for that reason.
No, I'd rather not do drugs for hallucinations. I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I already have hallucinations. I
I don't
don't
need
need
drugs to have hallucinations.
Yeah, I already do. I'm already like horrifically schizophrenic or just tired. Who knows? Like either one could be true because they both produce the same symptoms. I hear voices, I see things. What's true, what's not? Okay, that's definitely my mother coming back with a fucking girl. So I'm gonna have to go now.
All right.
Uh,
Bye, babe.
Dude, bye, babe.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you too.
Ah.
Yeah. Hmm. Put on some fucking music, bro. I'm so bored. Oh shit.
Ooh, talk to him. Talk to him.
Chill, bro. I was just kill confirmed.
Oh my God! We got a shooter here. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah,
Here we go. Don't fumble the back. Don't fumble the back. Here we go. Shooter is on the firing line with a magazine, 100 rounds. Reload in front of people. Boom! Oh!
I can't believe that actually worked. I'm gonna get in trouble. Nope.
Talk to him. Talk to him. It's hard for mouse and keyboard, dog.
Yeah.
Come on, come on.
Oh. Oh, I finally died. Oh. Show the world. Destiny's mine. Show the world.
Huh? What'd you say? Huh?
Oh shit. Hmm. There we go. Where are you going? Oh. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. How the fuck did she win that? Uh, Unbelievable. Where the fuck is my teammate? Unbelievable. What? What the fuck? not bad. It's not bad. No, it's not bad. It's not bad. 15,000 is enough. It's not bad. Jesus, this take her.
to engage all targets. secure that equipment.
What?
You're losing ground.
What the
Positive ID on multiple strongholds. Locations are marked on your attack map.
Bro, how the fuck are you supposed to get up there? Ooh, server crash?
You've got one safe open. 2 to go. safes have been secured.
Enemy UAV active.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Loot here!
You got gas moving in.
Requesting recon at my location.
Copy. UAV orbiting the AO. Recon is online. Hostile UAV in the area.
Moving.
Be advised, UAV is exiting the AO. Enemy UAV overhead.
closing. Get to the new safe zone. Loadout drop headed your way.
Moving here.
Gas is inbound.
Enemy mark.
You're in the gulag. Fight for your chance to redeploy.